Would that
whatever.
be considered like ska music? Is that
I will ask him. I don't know. That ska.
Guys, is that ska? A little bit of ska in there or no?
Ska?
Reggae.
What is ska? What is ska? What's the difference? First of all, great job, guys.
Ska's like the father of reggae.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Just a nice mellow beat,
And it's
man. Really,
faster
cool,
version.
man. Really cool.
Now, does roast beef curtains refer to a woman's
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Where'd you get that from, Artie?
News to us, Artie.
All right, Mike Boschetti, what do you feel when you hear roast beef curtains? What do you think of?
Exactly what it sounds like.
You think of making a sandwich out of a curtain?
No. The woman's, private
Oh, stop! Oh! Dude, you're just creepy as hell. I mean, we're on a 40-second delay.
I said a woman's private part.
Right, I know, but still. We really have a 40-second delay. It's like last night's show is just airing now. Right? I don't know whether to take that as a compliment or whatever. But so, guys, great job. So would you consider yourself a reggae band?
Yeah, primarily.
For sure, yeah.
We don't,
Now, where are you from?
Long Island.
Jamaica, Queens.
Yeah, exactly.
Where? I mean, do you how'd you start getting into reggae to the point where you started a band doing it?
Yeah, I know it's weird, right? Like
No, it's not weird. I think it's great, but how do you get into it that heavy to where you're good and you?
I don't know. You just you find your influences when we were young. I think.
Jimmy Cliff, Marley, and those guys.
The punk reggae stuff too. The Clash. I see that record behind you.
I love the Clash.
Yeah,
now, would you consider the Clash a punk reggae?
I mean,
they got
some of those
some reggae.
albums. Mikey Dread did some of those albums.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
So
They got to, the Clash has such a great.
Joe Strummer loved reggae music.
Right.
And it was in the.
And
you
they had
heard
a
it.
great soothing sound to them, the Clash. Just
yeah.
really cool stuff. And Rock the Casbah, you got that going on. Would you say, are they your favorite band of all time, the Clash? They didn't do a ton of work.
They're the only
That's why
band that
it's
matters, right?
the only band that matters.
That's what they called themselves.
That's a good pretentious rock and roll. It is.
That's usually what we say about ourselves.
Well, you should say that, like Stones, greatest rock and roll band in the world. Howard, king of all media. If you're gonna say something, say it right.
All right.
Yeah.
The Clash. If you're gonna, I saw the Clash. I've said this before in the air. I saw the Clash open up for the Who. Actually saw David Johansen, the Clash, and the Who at Shea Stadium in 1982. Really good stuff. So, are you guys on the road a lot?
Yeah, I mean, we try and gig as much as we can. We play some local shows. We hit the East Coast a bunch.
There's always a big market and a big audience for reggae music. People like it. They like to relax. And,
I think so.
What about you, Johnny? You a reggae guy?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I kind of forgot myself. I kind of forgot I was sitting here listening to you guys.
I wish I could learn how to do that.
It was really, kind of transported me, I guess. But I saw
To what?
Yeah, it was cool.
What did transport
To
you
the
to?
islands.
To the
somewhere.
islands,
Yeah, I mean, really, it was evocative
Long
music.
Island,
I liked it.
To Long Island, all the way to Long Island.
Yeah, no.
Reggae is popular.
I've been transported to Rikers Island before.
I saw that you guys are going to play with the Whalers. Is that the
Yeah, that's
Whalers
tomorrow,
as in
actually.
Bob Marley?
No, it's the other Whalers.
Who knows, man? It's been 30 years.
Well, Marley's dead. Is it his kid?
There's a few original members.
Yeah,
right?
I think it's the bass player.
Right,
family
Carlton
member
Barrett.
in
Bass player is
there.
the original member.
Wow.
Have you met his kid?
We got
Marley's kid?
Which one?
Well, I mean, the one everybody knows.
He's got 13 kids.
Ziggy, yeah,
Damien.
yeah.
Yeah, Ziggy.
No, I've never personally haven't met.
Never met him. Yeah, he got laid a lot. That guy.
I mean, all we have to say is my dad.
Now, have you guys ever had like Bob Marley? Have you guys ever banged any white women?
Jimmy specifically likes.
That's good. That's good. No, I mean, before I was in show business, I was against interracial dating. I've seen the light. I'm fine. Yes, I've become totally enlightened.
It took show business to change your mind.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Big time. I don't know if it's good or bad, but it's changed my mind.
I've got a question.
Sure, I'll
What
again.
are you guys listening to right now? We just got a chance to listen to you guys jam for a little bit. When you guys
A lot of
leave
different
here,
stuff,
what are you
really.
guys listening to?
Yeah, I mean, our base music is reggae, but we all like different stuff.
Yeah.
I love punk rock.
I love
Jimmy's
jazz
into, like,
and
jazz
Grateful
and
Dead
stuff,
and you know.
What do you like, Jay? You like? I mean, you go way back. You like.
He's
I
a
love
jazz
Charlie.
kind of-
I love Charlie Parker.
Charlie
He's my-
Parker.
Yeah, he's my favorite, definitely.
Charlie
Yeah,
Parker
Bird.
was
greatest,
unbelievable. An interesting guy as well as his music. Charlie Parker's one of those guys I could read and watch documentary type stuff on Charlie Parker forever.
Yeah,
Just loved him.
Genius.
Yeah.
And you know, so you like him and Dizzy Gillespie stuff
Oh
together.
yeah. I love Gillespie. I love Coltrane. I love
Thelonious Monk.
Oh, he's killing, man. He's
Yeah.
killing.
Now, people Charlie Parker was only 35 when he died.
Yeah, I think it's
And how old?
34. Yeah.
34, and people
they said
and
he
the
looked
coroner
Yeah,
thought he
they
was.
called him in, said it looked like it was a 65.
The coroner thought he was 65 years old.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he liked
a lot of smack.
he liked a lot of smack.
crazy.
Go ahead.
Jimmy, what gets you into playing the what is it called?
The melodica?
You're a keyboard.
I'm a piano player.
Yeah. Okay.
I love music. I play a lot of different instruments, but the melodica was a popular reggae instrument, and Augustus Pablo made it popular. It's popular in dub, and when I met these guys, they were kind of doing dub, and I was like, I got a melodica. Let me see. How easy is my job? I bring this little toy, and
He actually plays a student model, which is pretty nice.
yeah. So that's how it happened.
As a musician, do you get mad at somebody like Charlie Parker for throwing away the talent?
No, not
I
at
mean,
all.
I mean,
I don't know.
he abused himself so bad, but he was one of those guys who was just able to show up and be brilliant, and then but put himself through such living hell.
Yeah.
He left his legacy in his music. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know,
I don't
but
know what he
aren't you
was.
mad? Aren't you mad? There's not more that he
Oh
left.
yeah. There's a ton out there, but
Yeah.
it would be great to have an endless supply
Right.
of Birdman.
But who knows? It could get crappy, and then
Right, that's the problem.
Probably not.
It
No,
could
yeah.
become like Richard Pryor making his last 3 movies.
No.
That's what happens. You start to get lame, Charlie Parker in those last that prime of his, man.
Just
just fun to listen to.
thing
And I don't
was
know a lot
fun.
about jazz, but I just like listening to him. Now, do you guys have a set amount of time where you'd like to play for? Do you think you can play forever?
Hopefully.
yeah. I mean,
I'd
we
like-
play
that's
tight
all-
sets, but we're kind of jam. We jam out, so.
Right. It could take
Yeah.
You hear about those guys in the old days in the 40s. They would play all night, and the squares would go home. Then they go to like Minton's in Harlem and play till noon the next day. When are you gonna calm down, for Christ's
That would
sake?
be awesome, man. I wish it was still like that.
And you guys experiment with drugs because you think it might make you more
No,
creative.
never.
I mean, but do you think it might make you more creative? There's that fine line an
Yeah,
artist has where you
true.
go,
You
I
never
don't know
know,
what to do. Yeah.
Yeah, there's something to be said about that.
Right, yeah.
Psychoactive
You
substances
have to
can
open your mind to
inspire
in
some
some way.
stuff. And
The worst thing George Carlin could ever said for comics who were trying to stay off dope, Carlin said he would write his stand-up act, not high, and then he would get high, specifically weed. He said coke and heroin were the worst things ever, but specifically weed. Then he would smoke weed, rewrite it, and it always got funnier. So when you hear George Carlin
pretty
say that, you're like,
intellectual
all right.
guy, too.
Yeah, right.
And then he did it sober again, and it was worse.
Right. You don't know what makes it. Specifically weed might make it funnier. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, Artie, we have a funny story for you, actually. John is a big fan of yours for
Right.
a really, really long time.
Thank you.
Yeah, check this out, man. You're not gonna believe
I was
this.
studying, film and radio in college, and of course, dirty work is right up there at Casablanca. And when I was in college, we had to do a documentary as a project. So at the time, you were doing Colin Quinn's Tough Crowd.
Right.
And I went up to
His
after
talk
taping.
show,
His
yeah,
talk show,
yeah.
yeah. And I went up to after taping, and I said, I would love to do a documentary on your life. This is, when you were still doing cool stuff, and you're very interesting.
Wow.
But I was still doing cool stuff.
I'm joking. Stop it.
Wow. Before I abandoned cool stuff.
No, I'm a huge fan.
Right.
You
No,
know,
thank
even
you.
Mad TV, Dirty Work. So
Thank you.
I gave you my number. We exchanged information. You called me back 6 months later.
I
and
did.
You left me a voicemail saying, we already have someone else doing the documentary, but thanks for thinking of me. But this has been hanging on my wall for 10 years. This was what you gave me because of that. Signed McDonald's McGriddle wrapper, to John, don't turn gay, Artie Lange. So this makes up for all of
A
us.
McGriddles wrapper.
Yeah, signed,
Right.
yeah.
That's right. People used to throw McGriddles on stage.
Right, yeah. So.
Where was that? New York?
Yeah, right in New York. Yeah.
Wow. Well, did you take my advice?
We're trying to
It didn't
convince
work.
him.
It didn't work.
That's touching. That's touching. They would try. Yeah, the book company or somebody was going to make a documentary, and they were looking
Yeah.
for people to do a film.
Yeah.
And well, that's flattering. That's
No,
very
I
nice.
love the
Sign it
DVD
again.
too. I love the DVD.
Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. Well, that is touching.
Yeah.
I'm glad that somebody with some talent actually, listen to my stuff.
You know, that was hanging up next to my Mickey Mantle autograph in my room, and I got rid of the Mickey Mantle autograph, so just that's there.
Well, dude, I appreciate it, man.
Of course.
What do you guys have next? What's on the road next? You guys playing
Tomorrow, we have playing a festival out on Long Island. We got a bunch
Okay.
of shows. We starting to record our second album. So
And this is the.
That's the first
Really,
one.
who
First
did this
record
artwork?
a friend of ours, Josh Levy.
Josh
Excellent.
Levy.
Yeah,
Josh
great
Mark
artist,
Levy,
right?
Excellent.
It's really good. It looks like you're smoking some good stuff. When is now? And the RBC roast beef curtains, and it's a great album. And go check it out. How do we find you on Twitter and social media and stuff?
Yeah, just look up RBC. You'll find it.
RBC.
Yep.
And well, guys, appreciate you coming in. Be our reggae band. We need one.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, we'll be back.
Thanks,
And if you
man.
got any other fast food rappers, I'll be happy to sign. And times have changed. For your career now, turn gay.
Yeah.